Hello, we're presenting to you LearnIt, your personal educator and your friend. What is our mission? It's basically to educate the world, providing them with various skills and resources, equipping them for the future challenges. The problem is with other language learning solutions. They provide you the biggest obstacle of feeling judged or embarrassed when you make a mistake, and they're primarily built on only using your fingers instead of helping you improve your real life conversation skills. The solution is our app. It's reinventing the way we learn a new language by using AI-powered speaking lessons. Biggest features of our app include learning a language by speaking it from day one and gaining confidence without feeling judged, becoming conversation fluent, and also real-life conversation AI-powered speaking lessons, no more boring flashcards or quiz formats. More benefits include watching bite-sized videos, real-time feedback using speech recognition technology. Our business model includes a variety of revenues faced from user income to ad revenue. Our business will be fully online and our internet customer base will be teachers, students, etc. Here is our app design presented to you. This is our competitor graph with listing our different competitors like Mango, Duolingo, software, etc. Marketing plan is direct marketing, 30% acquisition, PR, 20% acquisition, SEO and SEME, and referrals and CPA, and then we also have a affiliate marketing program which will be 3%. Our team consists of Parth, Kotak and Aadithyan, Rajesh, and there is their bios. Together we can conquer the education market, and we're happy to answer any questions you might have.
Hello everyone, this is Gregan Menezes from Grade 10A, GEMS New Millennium School, presenting a leak Dtec project. Water leakage is one of the components of the total water lost in a network and comprises the physical losses from pipes, joints and fittings, and also from overflowing service reservoirs. The losses can be severe and may be undetected for months or even years. The water losses are usually from burst pipes, washing machines, ceiling leakages, swimming pools, or irrigation pipes. Water is scarce resource in UAE, and the way it is used or wasted must be of vital interest to everyone who lives here. Providing life's essentials, food, water, and energy for the world's growing population is a major global grand challenge. And I question myself, how can I become a part of this challenge for the problem of scarcity of water? An affordable, advanced technology could make a difference for millions of people around the world. Smart technology in water sensor system can help quickly alert homeowners of potential leaks and prevent the need for costly and time-consuming repairs. The components for this project are water sensor, buzzer, Arduino Uno, battery and jumper wires. When the water detector detects water, it sends command to the Arduino Uno, which then sends command to the buzzer, which causes alarm. Let me show you how this works. The major advantages of the sensor is simple and flexible to install, easy to operate, robust sensing probe design. Leak detect can be used by homeowners, shop owners, supermarkets, commercial purposes, water reservoirs, and ships. It cost 100 dirhams for me, but in a large scale you can buy it with 80 dirhams with a free installation. Water is a precious commodity. We love water, we love leak detect.
Hello everyone, this is Yash, and today I'm going to talk about PreventO, a motion detector alarm created by me for the Summer Science project. So now let me talk about why I created PreventO. Every day we hear a lot of cases about theft and burglary around the town. And also, sometimes our pets stray into dangerous areas where they're not supposed to go. And keeping all those in mind, and to keep homes and families safe from intrusions, prevent burglary and theft, stop pets from straying into dangerous areas, keep unauthorized personnel from trespassing on restricted areas. These were the main purposes why I created PreventO. And now let me talk about the main components used for PreventO. So the main components are Arduino, a breadboard, a HC-SR04 sensor, a buzzer, connecting wires, a power bank, and a protective case for the alarm. So now let's have a look at the basic working of PreventO. As you can see from the video, whenever I place my hand in front of the sensor senses my hand and then the buzzer starts buzzing. Now let's have a look at how PreventO can be used in everyday life. As you can see from the videos, as the people or the bus pass by, the sensor detects the movement and then the buzzer starts buzzing. I would like to bring your attention towards the potential targeted customers of PreventO. And these include house owners, shop owners, godown and warehouses, banks, and many more. With regards to the pricing of PreventO, which I made for the summer science project, it costed me 150 AED. But however, if we go ahead and do the mass production, in which the minimum quantity would be at least 100 units, the pricing would come out to be 60 AED. And at the end, I would like to tell that you can safeguard your houses, your offices, your shops, and stop your pets from straying into dangerous areas by using PreventO. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, this is Keith. I, along with my teammate Hamsinii, would like to present our project called APS, which stands for Accident Prevention System. In mountainous regions, we come across a number of curves and hairpin bends. The roadways are one of the often used modes of transport in these regions. Accident rate and death rate in these regions are increasing day by day. The roads in these regions will definitely have bends and steep curves. Hence, it is difficult to see the vehicle coming from the opposite side. Driving becomes extremely challenging at night and during rainy seasons. Our project comes under the Sustainable Development Goal of Governance and Security. Our proposed system aims in reducing the risks of accidents in the mountainous regions with hairpin bends and steep curves. We feel and believe saving lives is most important of all.
Hi, so we're going to be talking about accident prevention road safety models which I have made. So first slide, we're going to be learning about what are GOT roads. So GOT roads are access roads into mountainous regions with a number of hairpin bends, which are very risky compared to the normal routes we take every day. So the chances of accidents in the GOT section is more because of the narrow road width, sharp bends, improper camber, valley slide, etc. What causes or what is the road accidents in that section? So while driving on the roads at GOT section, many drivers face accidents which result in them getting serious injuries or even death. The main reason behind these accidents is the curves and other lane and turning drivers usually have to assume a way for turning at such critical section. This creates a great risk of life And the other reason for driving in the guards section is that only one vehicle can turn at turnings at a time. So, while driving on roads at guard sections, many drivers face accidents which result in them getting into serious injuries or even death. So, the main reason behind this accident is the curves and bends of the road which are turning in guards. It becomes difficult to see vehicles coming from the other lane at turning. If two vehicles come face to face while turning, it creates a chance of accidents and it becomes difficult to handle. At night, due to no street lights, it becomes a difficult task of driving on guards and especially while turning. It becomes more difficult at night to make a turn as vehicles coming from the another side of the road is not visible due to the obstruction and darkness.
Causes of road accidents in guard section. Human errors like negligent and drunken driving, overspeeding, and overtaking, notwithstanding bad condition of road and vehicles. Underestimation of speed in curved roadways may be a contributing factor for accidents which may lead to fatal and serious injuries, especially in heavy vehicles. When vehicles tries to overtake other vehicle, overloaded vehicle, drivers losing control over the vehicle at sharp bends. One of the major reasons is less visibility due to fog in hilly regions. Less or absolute no visibility due to heavy rains during rainy season. Solution: hairpin bends accidents occur mostly because of the driver unable to see the vehicle coming from the opposite side of the road curves. Our project includes some solutions and ideas to improve the safety in the ghat areas. The proposed system makes use of sensors at hairpin curves which work very efficiently during the night time. Placing the sensors at each of the curves will help us to solve the problem. The usage of sensors is that if the vehicle is detected 10 meters away from the hairpin bend, the sensor alert immediately to the vehicles on the other side by a red signal. In the same way, the sensors at the other side of the curve will send signal to the vehicle coming from the opposite direction. In this way, by using sensors, we can avoid a greater number of accidents, mainly at the deep curves. If hairpin road is clear, a green signal is indicated. Thus, this system provides safety for drivers and helps in preventing hillside accidents. Reducing the rate of accidents increases the well-being of a person.
In conclusion, we can say in this study we got to know more about the accidents which occur on roads at a guard section. We understand the causes and effects of accidents and founded a solution introducing a new technique to avoid such accidents. We also understand how our project recognizes if any cars are coming at the hairpin bend and alerts them via a green or red signal. Life is more important than any other thing. Once gone, cannot be regained. So, to save this valuable life, this method has an important role. It can help road users at Ghat from being killed in a serious injury. So, this whole presentation, we can see why our system is best at what it does. It prevents a lot of road accidents, and yeah, it's a vital thing that can be implemented to prevent further accidents.
Good morning, respected teachers and my dear friends. Today I, Tanoya of grade 11C, and my group members Malavika, Daksha and Mazna has come up with a very innovative product that would help in the global challenge of energy. Introducing the product, we will include the materials utilized for constructing the product, how it generates electricity and the application of the product. We have also included the squawk analysis and the cost estimation of the product. The issue on sustainable energy. Approximately 80% of the total amount of energy used globally each year comes from fossil fuels. We depend on fossil fuels because they are energy rich and relatively cheap to process. But a major problem with the usage of fossil fuels is that it causes environmental degradation. It is crystal clear that non-renewable sources of energy do not support sustainable development. Reliance on weather conditions and inefficient output has led to the downfall of renewable sources of energy. What could be the solution to attain sustainable development? This project aims to generate electricity that does not cause environmental degradation. It emphasizes on piezoelectricity, a revolutionary source of sustainable energy, and reduces dependence on fossil fuels and power plants. The solution to the extravagant problem of power storage is piezoelectricity. Piezoelectric generator. This model is a generator that converts mechanical energy to electrical energy using a piezoelectric disc.
Apparatus of the product. The material used in the disc is quartz crystal and a metal plate surrounding the quartz crystal. Piezoelectric materials are crystals that generate electricity when compressed or vibrated. Crystal is the most well-known piezoelectric material. The current produced by the disc is alternating current. To make it a direct current, it passes through a rectifier which converts AC to DC. It consists of piezoelectric disc, battery, AC to DC rectifier, transformer and multimeter.
How does our product generate electricity? The quartz crystal, which is placed between the two metal plates, when no force is applied on the material, the charges are perfectly balanced and does not conduct an electrical current. When mechanical pressure is the pressure which we will be applying on the quartz crystal in order to generate the electricity. When mechanical pressure is applied to the material by the metal plates, which force the electric charges within the crystal out of balance, the excess negative and positive charges appear on the opposite sides of the crystal face. The metal plates collect these charges, which can produce a voltage and send electrical current through the circuit.
The piezoelectricity produced by the generator can be used in a variety of applications. The number one application of this product is by installing the generator inbuilt to the roads. When vehicles are traveling, the generator utilizes the mechanical energy and converts it into electrical energy. The piezoelectricity can be transferred in a storage device. The second application is utilizing them in train stations. As you can see from the picture, if the generator is installed below the floor, it can use the passengers' footsteps to power the ticket gates and displays. Apart from the product, piezoelectricity is a beneficial energy. It is exploited in a number of useful applications, such as the production and detection of sound, piezoelectric inkjet printing, electronic frequency generation. Here is an example of piezoelectricity being utilized in igniters.
Squawk analysis, the strengths. The piezoelectric generator is economically friendly. It can produce electricity for half the price in the conventional methods of producing electricity. It is also very environmentally friendly. This generator does not lead to any kind of pollution, neither does it cause any harm to the surroundings. By the conventional method, we're talking about fossil energy harvested by cutting down trees and other life forms, which overall depletes our resources and also causes harmful side effects like air pollution and acid rain. Weaknesses of our piezo generator is that they cannot be used for static measurements. and crystals are prone to crack if overstressed. As a solution for this, our piezo generator is made with an outer opening which makes it easier for us to change the crystal discs when necessary. Opportunity is applicable in the medical field, especially in ultrasonic procedures and ultrasonic imaging. Challenges: lack of attention can easily wear out the product.
This generator is an upcoming sustainable energy source, which is very advantageous. As you can see the price, it is very cost effective compared to other sources of energy. The piezoelectricity sources are beginning to take over the power sector with low carbon alternatives.
Good morning everyone. My name is Shreenidhi and I'm from 11A. Today, along with my teammates Keval and Eden, we here are presenting our Summer Science Innofest project. The topic for our Summer Science Innofest project is a smart recycle bin, which falls under the categories of energy and environment. Do you ever find yourself hovering over a recycle bin, not exactly sure whether the container in your hand can go in or not? What exactly is the difference between high-density polyethylene and low-density polyethylene anyway? Why do all these plastic bottles have that little yellow triangle sign on the bottom even though they all cannot be recycled? That is why a new smart recycling bin aims to help relieve any of these confusions. The bin uses the computer vision, an algorithm that can learn to recognize images much the way the human brain does, to identify the material held in front of the cameras and then tell the consumer exactly where to place the container. People are often confused about where to recycle things, and consumers are often confused about the actual material the packaging is often made of. There are hundreds of materials out there that look exactly the same, but they cannot be recycled in the same ways. So that is why smart bins are an intelligent waste management system. They have wireless ultrasonic fill well sensors embedded inside which detect how full the bin works. And through this Internet of Things, the data is sent to the cloud-based monitoring and analytics platform.
Sadly, it is much easier to create a desert than it is to create a forest. Good morning and welcome to Eco Tracker. I am Nikhil Shriyasha and my teammates are Abhinandan, Sahana and Kirtish. Today, we will be presenting our take on solving some of the problems that plague the environment. There's been a number of problems threatening our environment for the last couple of years, ranging from global warming to huge amounts of carbon and gas emissions. Some of these problems are 1. The increase of greenhouse gas emissions. which have caused major problems with regard to climate and air quality. 2. Global warming. As pointed out by a recent UN report, if unprecedented changes against our actions and behavior aren't taken, our planet, our Mother Earth, will suffer drastically from global warming in just 12 years. Pollution is a third cause, and it is one of the primary causes of many other environmental concerns in situations such as climate change and decline in biodiversity. Biodiversity plays a role, an important role as a matter of fact, in the maintenance of our world. To be broken down by definition, it is essentially every living thing, an ecosystem that makes up our environment.
The global grand challenge that our team is attempting to address is environment. The environment is what makes up our Earth, and without it, humans would be good as extinct. To help preserve this source of life, we have come up with an idea that will help people of our society become more aware of the threat our environment is facing. To make this project, we use two technologies. First, we use Tinkercad. We use Tinkercad to make a physical prototype which helped in monitoring the dumping of recyclable materials. Second, we use HTML programming. We use this technology to create a website which will help our users navigate through all the features of our prototypes easily.
I am going to be talking about the market segment of our prototype. The website itself will be completely free of cost, as we are trying to make this prototype as accessible to the maximum amount of people as possible. However, if people do want to take an extra step to ensure sustainability, then they can always purchase our physical model or the sensor from our website. The sensor will cost around 10 to 15 dirhams. We are trying to make this as cheap as possible so that a large amount of the general public can afford it. We hope that our prototype will help solve some of the problems being faced by nature and our environment today. And we hope this will take Earth one step closer to achieving sustainability throughout. Thank you.
Good day to one and all. What is now proved was once only imagined. This is the core aspect that we as a team believe in. On that note, allow me to present my team, HAL 2020, delegates of 11B. Our team leader, Cherian John, along with myself, Edwin Chibu, and Abel Abraham Saji, are aspiring to carve a niche for ourselves in the tech-savvy world. Now, let's move on to our concern. It's time to tackle the challenge of e-waste. The world produces 50 million tons of e-waste a year, and only 20% of this is formally recycled. UN agencies has come forward with World Economic Forum, the Global Environment Facility, to call for an overhaul of the current electronic system.
On to how 3D and 2D printing will be useful for the future. Today itself, 3D printing has started playing a crucial role in almost all sectors of the economy. It has become an integral part of industries such as medicine, fashion, construction, etc. Here in Dubai, entire buildings were made using 3D printers. With the growing importance of 3D printing, we should work towards making it more economical and profitable. Our project is a mini CNC 2D printer. It can be used to make simple drawings and photos. It is completely homemade and handmade from scratch. Now, Abel will explain the steps of production that were involved in making this printer.
Hi, this is myself, Abel Abram Saji, and I'll be taking you through the procedure in making our project, the HAL 2020. The first step are the components required for making this project. Two used external DVD writers bought from a local hardware store, one Arduino kit, 2 into L293D motors, 10 nuts and bolts. These components can be bought online through Amazon or eBay. The rest of the components are one metal piece or slab, soldering wire, wax and a solder, one aluminum piece. These components can be required from a local hardware store. Step 2. Preparing the translation system. Dismantle the old DVD players to get the translation system with the stepper motors. These translation systems are essential for the functioning of the CNC. We require two of these systems for the y-axis and the x-axis. Step 3. Preparing the stepper motors for the x-axis and the y-axis. It's better to solder the wires on the flexible connector, but it's not an easy task as you require to split the 4 wires using a cutter. The first wire corresponds to the first output of the L293D and so on. The wires help in connecting the motor on the translation system to the breadboard. Step 4. Printing 3D parts. For this step, we will use recycled material for the printing of the parts. The parts are as follows: 4 mounting brackets, 8 spacers, 4 breadboard holders, a Z-axis base, a pencil case, and a pencil anti-tilt ring. Step 5. Preparing the circuit. The circuit is really easy as you can see below. One L293D for each axis and a servo motor for the Z-axis. Step 6. Pen/pencil case. The diagram shows the pen case made using Fusion 360. The pencil is held by the pencil holder on the Z-axis base. The servo motor present in this figure helps the pen/pencil move up or down as it is not required to be in contact with the surface at all times. The yellow object present at the back of the holder is called an anti-tilt ring. This prevents the pen/pencil from tilting left or right when it moves. The diagram shows the components from the circuit of the project. The two stepper motors are connected by 4 wires to the Arduino and the L293D motors, which help in controlling and limiting the servo motor's movement up and down using a clockwise or an anti-clockwise movement.
We take this moment to express our gratitude to our mentors, Ms. Masha, Ms. Sumi, and NMS throughout HAL 2020. It was a great learning experience, fresh hand for our team. Signing off HAL 2020.
Healthcare, a word that is meant to be diverse. However, due to its transverse advantages, is now business. One has million ways to earn. However, in areas such as healthcare, there is no financial transparency, lack of data analytics, still systems that cannot give the right information. And the one crucial thing which no one can absorb is people are dying due to late diagnosis of diseases. Why isn't there a fixed care or cure? And mainly, what is the solution to this problem?
Your Health Guardian, a care that never quits. Introducing the all-in-one healthcare system, DoctorIt. Having a never-ending problem in checking your constant health progress? Well, DoctorIt is your solution. It is a doctor's best friend and your best health tracker. Better than ever, it tracks your progress, analyzes it, and saves it for the better.
Healthcare facilities play a crucial role not only to provide continuous but also comprehensive care to patients. In reality, this is not the case. Apart from this, many do not even have access to proper healthcare facilities. Lives are something that shouldn't be played with, and in order to improve the situation, the best solutions are required, and that's where DoctorIt comes into play.
DoctorIt is an all-new e-healthcare system which aims to track and analyze patients' medical performances by creating simplified reports. Using this, the patient can not only keep track of their health but also identify their problem and take action at the earliest.
So, how does DoctorIt work? What are our products? An app and a watch. The patient's health performance is tracked using a specially designed health watch and an instant app self-developed by students which uses multiple health tracking devices such as heart rate monitor, temperature monitor, sleep quality monitor and much more. An app developed by the members at DoctorIt that aims to solve simple and complex problems of patients and doctors. The watch has an OLED display, vibration motors and a Bluetooth antenna. We have inbuilt metal brass that will help hold the PCB, which is the printed circuit board, in its place. Like otherwise, an optical sensor is inbuilt in order to replace by a pulse oximeter, which causes a lot of frequency radiation among the patient's health. The top part of the PCB includes the printed circuit board power system and the OLED power supply. The Bluetooth antenna helps to support connections and instant health tracking.
DoctorIt, the e-healthcare system, was ideated at the TechStars Startup Week in COVID-19 Dubai. The idea was mentored by few of the Middle East's best mentors. Later, it got selected for the ongoing Silicon Venture Fund mentorship. According to customer opinions, testimonials, and a few business canvases with the right required seed funding, DoctorIt can have a huge impact and advantage to the healthcare sector. Currently, 27 users have registered for testing a product through the APK we generated. As per our project timeline, by August 2021, a project will be on air in the Google Play Store, and by October, we are expecting revenues for our product. The budget for our final project will be $10,000, which is split into investor trial, personal investments, revenue from our products, and through the accelerator funds. We sincerely welcome all of you to Project DoctorIt.
With the outbreak of COVID-19, healthcare professionals are urging people to regularly refrain from touching their face. Although it isn't too much to ask, there's no question that it is easier said than done. According to a 2015 study in the American Journal of Infection Control, people touch their faces more than 20 times an hour on average. About 44% of the time, it involves contact with the eyes, nose, or the mouth. Some pathogens can last for about 9 days on surfaces, so we are constantly coming in contact with potential pathogens that can cause an infection. All of which explains why it makes sense for health officials to recommend that people try to avoid touching their face. But as anyone who has consciously tried to do so knows, it is hard. Touching your face is an act that most people perform without thinking. Whether it is something intrinsic to our species or a learned behavior, we continue to repeat it even if we intend to or not. While some people do it to express their emotions, others touch their face in a discussion to make a point. Over time, they form a habit that continues to get repeated unless it is consciously broken. Experts say that one way to make the cycle or break the cycle is to simply make it more difficult to touch your face. This brings us to my submission for the Innofest. My project is called Touchless, and it is a trainer cap that doesn't allow you to touch your face. The global grand challenge solved here is global health. Now, let's look at the materials used to make the project. The first one is the Arduino Uno R3 module. Then we have the HCSRO4 ultrasonic distance sensor. We then have the 12.5mm piezoelectric buzzer, the male to female jumper extension wires, the 10mm RGB red LED, a 9-volt battery, and a standard hat or cap.
The Recover Hub, a repair shop with a difference. So what is the problem? Every year 2.12 billion tons of waste is produced globally, and 99% of the things we buy are disposed within a time period of 6 months, even if they are still usable. We live in a make-use dispose model where consumers throw away a vast amount of product even if they can still be used. This is because throwing away things and replacing it is much more convenient than trying to repair, reuse or upcycle. We have transitioned to a material-based society as a consequence, and our overconsumption and mindless disposal is having an adverse and irreversible impact on the planet.
Our solution is Recover Hub, a repair business with a difference. A place to repair, repurpose and resell products and to teach technical skills like electrical repairs, sewing, bicycle repair, etc.
Why do we need a repair business? We have moved away from the repair culture where things were repaired several times before disposal. Many of our parents and grandparents still have these practical skills of fixing things or upcycling them. This is important now because repair skills are still out there, but they might not be for very long. Decline in repair facilities makes the throwaway culture self-reinforcing. There's a window of opportunity for creating a repair business to catch and renew repair skills and also to protect our environment. This also promotes sustainable lifestyles and encourages.
Value proposition. Recover Hub offers customers economic and environmental value and skill development. They save money by repairing at a lower cost rather than buy a new item. They also gain a sense of contribution by doing their bit for the environment. In addition, customers can also enhance their skills by learning repair skills. It will revive the repair industry and repair skills. It will also shift mindsets towards repair and repurpose to extend the life of an item and divert it from landfill, thus protecting the environment. What are the services within the Recover Hub? The Recover Hub will have three distinctive sections. First, the repair section, where customers bring in stuff to be repaired or refurbished. Second, the training section, where customers learn technical repair skills for electronics, clothes, furniture, bicycles, etc. Third, the shop. The repaired or upcycled products will be sold here to different customers. Working model. The Recover Hub is divided into the physical space and the online space. Customers can either come to the physical or online space. When they bring in products for repair, they are given a card in which points will be accumulated. Each time the customer brings an item to be repaired, an expert assessment is done to see if the item can be repaired or upcycled. For products that can be repaired, a price is quoted. For items that cannot be repaired but can be upcycled, equivalent points are added to the customer card. The points accumulated can be used. Working model. Special point system. Each customer gets an environmental debit card where points get accumulated each time the customer brings in an item for repair. Customers receive points for each item. Each item carries a different point based on its usability. Points can be used for paid session. 5,000 points equals to planting a tree.
We now come to the impact. The Recover Hub empowers and encourages people to use things for a long period of time. This reduces the volume of things being thrown away and reduces waste, which in turn will reduce the use of energy, water, and also cut back on CO2 emissions. The Recover Hub will encourage a sustainable way of living.
Hi guys, my name is Chris and today I'm going to be talking about how I created my own chat server using Python.
Good morning, fellow students and respective teachers. My name is Chris and today I'm going to be talking about what TransSafe is. So without further ado, let us begin. Now, the aim of the project is to understand the concept behind this project, the advantages of the project, the input and the output of the project, and some real-life examples that can be covered with our real-life issues. Now, the concept behind TransSafe. Using the software PyCharm, I programmed the TransSafe in a way it sends encrypted messages by host and client. Now, the reason it is encrypted is because the host gives out its own hotspot signals and then is connected with the client using their device IDs. Now, here's some advantages. It is secure, it is free to use, the data will be stored for temporary time as long as the host or the client gets disconnected, and there's no need to use proxy, also known as virtual private network.
So before we get started, of course I did start running the program. So far what I've done is, this is the outcome for which is send your message to client. When I press Y, that means yes. Then it says, and it's programmed as 4 to 5. Basically what I've done is, it generates random numbers to 1 and 6, like, as it was just an example. So then I pressed yes and then it came as 4 and 5. And basically what this laptop does is that, this is the host and this is actually one of the client programs. So when I actually press N, that means shows goodbye, and then process finished. And then from here, when I run the process, voila, 4 and 5. And that's how it works.
Now here's the input. Well, what I've done is that I've written 4 and 5 as the input, and the output gives out 4 and 5. Now here's some real life examples. Well, let's say you're a businessman and you want to send stock reports to your boss or to your colleague. While using this method, you'll be able to send documents or transfer files and data in no time. And let's say that you're a principal and you want to give an announcement, but due to this pandemic situation, you won't be able to give out any announcements. So instead of that, with the help of this app, you'll be able to display announcements into a person's device so that they'll be able to know upcoming news in the future.
So in order for me to make my own chat server, I needed to have two devices, one device as the host and one device as the client. So what I did was, as the host, I produced its own hotspot signal. Like basically in every laptop, we got this thing where we can produce it's just almost the same thing as phones where you can put personal hotspot. Like the same thing, it's there on laptops. I did that, and then what I did was I made the client connect to the host itself, and then that's how it works.